I mean,
Yeah, I'm
I hear
tapping.
something like I hear something. It's just like lighter, way lighter than the one from.
Oh, bet I can change it. I was wondering if I was able to change it. Let me see now. What about now?
Oh yeah, I hear a lot louder now.
Yep, I changed the mic. I'm on the blue now. I went up to. I didn't know if I could do that or not.
It
Change
don't
the mic.
mean nothing for me. I mean, you're still quieter overall. Talk from the headphones, the headphone mic.
Oh, from my in-ear ones.
Yeah.
I'm just talking through my headphones right now. I mean, this mic is closer to my face, so.
For some reason you're
But,
louder, but it's like a lesser quality louder.
yeah,
That's
I get
weird.
it.
Huh.
That's why I choose to move over here. I just have to move the mic closer to me.
Yeah, a lot closer. Move it even closer.
Yeah, what's up, shawty? You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot better. That's a lot better. It's clearer and a lot louder, for sure.
That's good. Let
Um,
me see. Oops. I'm gonna do my external headphones for the output.
Side note: they're gonna hate this podcast. They're gonna be like, "Damn, the first 2 episodes, they like talked about some stuff in the first one, and then like did microphone check for like the first 30 minutes of the second one." And
are we recording? Are we recording?
Yes.
I didn't even know.
Yes.
Okay.
It's cool. No, you're okay. You're okay. Like I said,
no, that's cool.
I was saying.
I don't mind that. It allows me to really get more warmed up to like doing it like this.
You gotta get your pod voice going. You gotta get that pod voice going. And I'm hoping with this mic, it'll sound a little bit better over here. Maybe it won't be as bassy. I don't know. Hopefully.
Yeah, I know. One of these days we gotta get one like a better official one in person because this.
I need to get a new one.
You have your mic, I got a mic, and really all we gotta do is hook that mic up to a whatever.
That's what I'm saying. So if we can get like a consistent time to meet up, you know what I'm saying, in person.
Yeah, like and that's the only thing.
That'd be great.
Niggas' schedule's hella busy.
That's the goals.
And now, shoots, we're finna start recording stuff for Councilman. We're getting into that session. We got planned recording sessions. We just planned out that today. Who's gonna play what? Who's gonna be on basic tracks? Floor plans and everything like that. I'm gonna be assistant engineer. Yeah, assistant engineer. So I'm gonna help set shit up.
So, Gerald, how's your week been? It sounds like you've been pretty busy over there with a lot of things going on. I actually have not had very much to do. I've been having people blow me off a lot lately, but it's cool. It's cool. So go into inform the people you're taking classes over at MCC with Dr. Brian Konzelman. I'm not sure if he's a doctor, but putting the title on there. Putting the title on there because he's that knowledgeable. All right, I respect him that much, and. You're doing audio classes, and so you're having to reach out to talent and clients and other musicians and record projects. Tell them what you're doing. You're doing your thing.
Well, honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm getting about tired of the shit.
Gosh.
I do enjoy learning about it because I know it's one of those things. It's a new area of music that I haven't really explored and everything outside of performance. Instrumentation, theory and stuff like that. It's not a side of music. But right now we getting ready to start planning our own recording session. So basically all the students in the class are gonna link up, find time to rehearse, and just record a song. That way we can get that experience of being on both sides of the window, or the glass as he would say it. So one group's gonna be in the performing area for 1 week, and then the other group's going to be in the studio, running the console, working a console and stuff like that. And so I've came to terms with I'm not too interested on the console portion. I'm most likely not going to do this class next semester. But I do know that I do love and enjoy performing and stuff like that. So that's my main. That's what I'm really excited about, just the performance side of it, and just recording in a studio like that. And so that's what I'm really excited for, because that's what I plan on doing. The audio engineer stuff, the producer stuff, that's something that I feel like it's cool to learn, but like it's not my main focus. So I'm not.
So as far as the audio stuff is going, I understand you're not really liking the board part of it, and you're more into the performing. Completely understandable. Tell me about the other performers that you're better than. that you have to suffer through when they have to get up in front of the class and show you their projects. Have you run into that yet? The ones that get up and they're like, hey, I do this and this is great, and then they show you what they got and it's trash. Tell us about that.
That's hilarious. I don't think I've ever ran across people like that. I haven't ran across people that are like, just out and bold about, and cocky, like, oh, I'm good and this and that. But there has been some quality, people putting in some quality work. A lot of people in there, I feel like they're humble, so that's really cool.
Humble musicians at MCC? There's no humble musicians at MCC. First off, all the musicians there. Okay, wait. How many musicians are in the class?
For audio?
Yeah. I mean, well, just in general, I guess. Well, what year are y'all in yet?
So far, recording things like 7. I think we're rolling up like 7. We started out the semester pretty big, like 20 plus, I believe, and now it's like 14, less than 15 for sure.
Are there any actual like musicians? Do they actually like play?
I mean, there's some people in there that sing that have like. I know there's one dude. He's had major. Pretty big gigs and everything like that. He plays guitar. He can sing. He says he plays keys and everything like that. He's pretty cool.
And you're better than him.
There's other people in there play like guitar. Some people play drums a little bit, but nobody's in there like outside of like rhythm instruments and I guess vocal stuff. Nobody's really like playing like trumpet, saxophone, trombone.
Right. Nobody's really with the shits. Sort of things. You're the one that's really doing it all. You're the one that's on top of everything. Right. Let them know.
Little keys. I'm learning keys, taking piano class. I do saxophone. Saxophone, that's my main thing. That's why I'm Sax CG. But that's other than that, like a lot of other people in the class, they're mainly there for like production and like audio producing, that sort of thing. So a good amount of them, they don't really have a background in music. So that's crazy because like that's what really I feel like sets people apart, especially in the music business, whether you have a background in music or just someone who wants to make beats.
You're there for the money. You're there just wanting to make money and then leave. Usually a lot of people are just wanting to make money and then leave and then lead a long, long life of not doing shit. That's usually what most people want. They don't want to have to make the music or actually be a part of anything or actually do anything or go anywhere or leave their house. Really, they just want to make money off of the whole music thing. But hey there. This is the New Air podcast devoted to informing the public, promoting free thought, and aspiring to inspire and reach higher. I'm Michael Weaver, here with Gerald the Pharaoh.
A.K.A. Saxy G. That's me.
And we're here with episode number 2. Finally putting the episode number in there. I don't care. I'm moving right past that Saxy G thing. I want to begin by thanking close friends, close family, relatives, supporters, peers, anybody. I wish YouTube gave me the option to search in there and see who's actually watching. I saw the last one at least had like anywhere from 6 to 12 views on it. So that's what's up. There's actually
last 6. Last time I checked, it was actually 15. So,
word.
Appreciate y'all. Yeah.
Hey, look, 15 actual people actually stopped. Look, comment who you are. I would actually like to shout y'all out and actually talk about who y'all are and what y'all are doing if y'all would like that type of thing. But regardless, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. We started with a pretty good topic. You started talking about MCC and the audio engineering program and how none of them was shit, but you were really tired of the program anyway. I remember being there. I remember the biggest takeaway, and probably what I guess a lot of people are going to fail at, is the whole meeting up consistently with people. Moving past the next part of the process after that. I feel like that's a part of the project stage that like having the skills and stuff is great, but like the art, because I do think it's an art. I think there's a skill. Meeting up with people, setting dates to meet up with people and do something functionally towards an overall project or towards a larger thing, and then meeting up, doing that thing efficiently, not wasting time, and then getting out of there. Hey, I think that's a really important thing. And the program teaches you how to do that. In different ways. So not only with the board, but then like you get chances with the smaller projects to meet up with different artists and musicians and faculty and stuff like that and really record them and meet them and figure out how to get them a CD back in a reasonable amount of time, or how to like go to a live show and record them and meet up with them, and or how to bring them into a studio and how to talk to all the, everybody to have all the working pieces move like they're supposed to move. It's crazy. It's hard to do, but it teaches you some, responsibility and all that stuff like that. But I also struggled through it. I fucked with
Yeah.
the music and the engineering part was pretty dope, but I don't know. There's something to be said about having a job that you hate. Oh, isn't that really the goal? Trying to find a job that you have very few complaints about. Like I think you're always gonna have a job that you hate, but as long as you can find very few negatives with it, and you ain't just hating yourself and everybody around you while you're doing it, because you know what I mean. How you feel?
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, to get that job to where you just actually absolutely love to go to, that's one of those. That's kind of why a lot of people go to school. Um, that's why some people they may not go to school. They just may just be out, trying to chase their dreams or whatever.
Right.
But again, at the end of the day, that's the main goal. Just, but in the meantime, until we get to that goal, these jobs that we are working now, find somewhere until you get to that ultimate goal. Find somewhere that gives you a good amount of money and that you don't hate. You know what I'm saying? That you can stand going to. 'Cause a lot of these jobs, I know we're at a time where jobs ain't really out there like that.
Right.
But I do push people, or suggest people, find somewhere that you enjoy. Just something that you enjoy. Look into something that you enjoy. So if you enjoy, I don't know, give me something. Just say something.
Cleaning floors. Prostitutes. Wait, maybe not prostitutes. If you
Can we get better? Damn.
if you
Never mind.
wait,
Never mind.
teaching.
No, teaching. All right, teaching. That's cool. All right, so I don't know. You enjoy teaching. You may not want to work in a school, but there are jobs out there that you could, like, I don't know, teach. You may be a good painter or something like that. You can go somewhere that offers I don't know, painting activities or something like that. Like what's a place like that?
Painting with a twist.
Painting with twist. Thank you.
I don't know
Yeah,
why I
like
had that
sipping
so
wine
written
and
in my
painting. So
hand.
pretty sure people like that, they need instructors and stuff like that. Everything. If you have the talent,
Niggas really go to painting with a twist. You know?
No, it really is painting with a twist.
I know how I feel, but the niggas really go to painting with a twist. Have you been?
Do they go?
Have you ever
I
been?
would like to go, actually.
See, I too would like to go, and you know what? I find
I've been drawing a lot, not drawing a lot more, but I enjoy. I used to didn't like it, but I'll draw every now and again. Just for fun. I think I would go do some painting.
we done went from painting with a twist to just kind of drawing in our notebooks. Look at the
painting with a blunt.
Look at
I don't know. What's the weed version?
Look at the rain.
Marijuana equivalent. Painting with a twist.
Painting. What is this? Just sitting around, just a bunch of people sitting around painting marijuana leaves. But I mean, it'd be fun.
But what would you call that thing?
Elevated painting or something. I don't know. I don't want to give too many people ideas, but. but
they already have something like that. I think in like California or some shit. So
yeah, I'm very sure somebody's got that down. But hey, painting with twists would be dope. I got a cousin that draws and doodles a lot, but I find a lot of people want to go to painting with a twist. They just never have actually been around to going. Now I don't know what their numbers are doing as far as income and stuff like that, but I think if we take their dollars and somehow we're able to black and white the dollars, I think mainly white dollars are spent at painting with a twist. You know what I'm saying? Or dollars to donuts, talented Asians. So, I don't think many black people are really painting with a twist. And if anything, they painting with a drink at home. So.
You got a point. Why go somewhere when you can do it yourself? But I don't know. It's just it's one of those activities that we really don't. I don't know. We don't really hear about a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Like black fathers hanging out with their kids. Don't you dare laugh. Don't you dare laugh. We're gonna stand next to that.
Out of all the things you could have said.
Look, I'm here.
All the activities
I'm here to name the activities that are done that aren't talked about as often for black people doing that.
But that was the first activity. That was out of all the activities that are out there, numerous, limitless, and that's the first one that comes to your mind.
Black people skiing.
There we go. That's better. There we go. You're over here giving stereotypes. That's why they look at us like that.
All right.
That's why they judge it the way they do.
That's why it is. That's why they judge us the way they do. I don't.
We got people out here perpetuating. I hope I use that word right. Perpetuating stereotypes.
That was right. That was good.
Hey.
So, recently got back into playing. Good to hear you having a good week and this and that. Before I get to me getting back into playing, I continue to have awful, awful weeks. Just in case anyone's asking or wondering or thinking, they're awful, 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 awful weeks filled with work and pain and agony. And I'm alone, and it's terrifying and it's scary, and I have lots of thoughts. But it's okay because I have friends here to keep me sane. So, that's my week in terms of what I've been doing. Recently started a new job, so hopefully I'm going to start filming videos and stuff for that. and to that end, I just started picking up trombone again, and actually picking up like drums and reading like drum music.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's been an experience. Like I've been going back, like listening to old records, like I used to, but instead of listening to the music, like listening to the drum patterns and being like, oh, okay, like that's how they used to do it. And so it's really been helping the music as well. So I've been writing a lot differently. And so yeah.
I have a big respect for basically all the rhythm instruments. So piano, drums, guitar, bass, all those instruments. Like especially drums and piano. I just have a big respect for y'all players because like the things that y'all have to do, like to play different types of rhythms. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of hard to like, especially with drummers using different parts of your body, left foot, right foot, and then your hands they're all doing different things. Now, like to be able to master and do all that.
Look at what we're impressed with. Yeah, man, you your left foot and your right foot and your hands.
Nah, that's dope. That's hella dope.
Your arms,
all these different rhythms. Oh my gosh.
The way you hit the sticks, they wave in the air. The bang, 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 bang. You know,
and they hit really hard. But
we respect some drums. You bring up some percussion to some black people. What are we gonna say? How are we gonna diss drums?
Nah, that's one of those things like part of our culture. Like we didn't even have a drum set, but I remember back in middle school, elementary school, back in the day when we was young, we were making beats on the table with just a pencil in our hands.
All you needed was the pencil in your hands, and you had a crowd.
Yeah, we were making beats. Percussion, that's in our blood.
The original.
I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, I miss them days though. And it's pretty fun. Hey, one day we're gonna talk about those kids, the middle school kids that would didn't have anything better to do. None of the girls really, would talk to them like that, and so they didn't really have much to do but make beats. And so they just kind of sat around and talked about nerdy things, and then would fake rap and stuff like that. It was wild. Middle school was wild times. Now that I think about it.
For sure, a lot of things going on. What you been up to, man? What you got going on?
Well, I just told you. And besides the music,
hey, bro. You know what I mean.
Besides,
you know where I'm going with this.
I feel. Shoots. I've been really going around to different clubs and this and that, and I've been really seeing some more of the local talent that we've had. Shout out to the High Top. I was recently there a couple days ago, and they had some really cool scenery things going on. Not necessarily. I mean, obviously it was music, but it wasn't necessarily just cover songs and tunes like you would normally expect. It was really original pieces put on by Jeremy. I know him as Daniel Sapphire, T. Aguilar, Isis Lee, Captain Destroy, and then it was really cool. There was I don't want to say eclectic too much, but eclectic. There's a pretty cool eclectic set, all original stuff. I really enjoyed it. I had a really great time.
You don't really be seeing that a lot. I know it's been hard because of Rona. But just a lot of people coming out with their originals and everything and just performing that. And it'd be different. I feel like that's something that That's something that shouldn't be taken lightly because it's not easy to create like a whole original piece of music and everything. And it's funny because all the music that we hear, I mean,
Nah, the easy thing in the world. We want a new song every week.
It's not the easiest thing just to write a song and like write a good song. Write a good song, a song that's catchy.
You put these.
A song that people will want to listen to over and over again.
Put these critics.
But what city was that in? The Hot Top.
Oh yeah. That was Waco, Texas. Waco, Texas. Stand up. Dope city, amazing city. Born and raised. Love it. Amazing atmosphere. Every time I come back. And yeah, soul never leaves. So shout out to Waco, great city. The High Top as well. The Hippodrome, the Waco Hippodrome, historic, local, theater / movie / concert venue /
Yeah, it's very multi-purpose.
Yeah. It was like destroyed partially due to like rain damage or something way back in the gap, and then restored. So it's looking nice. They had like an elevator in it this time. I was really surprised. I was like, okay, they got like maybe I just ain't never really used the elevator, but when I walked up, I was like, yeah, I'm looking for the High Top. She was like, go over to the right. You're gonna go over, push the 3rd floor on the elevator, and then take you up to the High Top. And sure enough, there was an elevator. And a 3rd floor and the High Top. And then when I got off the elevator, I thought I was in the wrong place because I don't know. Have you ever been to the High Top up there?
I believe so. There was a comedy show way back when. I think earlier this year I had went to. It was earlier this year or sometime last year. But yeah, they had like this comedy show. It was pretty good. It was a packed night that night too when I went.
Did you go up to like the ramp balcony thing area, or did you go through like just
the one that's outside? You talking about outside?
The
outside. Yeah.
See, I got lost and I was afraid. I thought I was gonna walk like into something or off of something. I don't know. I heard the crowd, but I didn't see anybody.
Yeah.
So as I was walking up, I was like, oh snap! I swear if there was like a large crowd, but it wasn't. And then like the atmosphere is pretty cool. It was pretty not small, but comfortable. Roomy, spacious, but like homey. Feel pretty good.
That's good.
But yeah, no, you're definitely right. It's not easy to get up there and do originals and stuff like that. So I commend all of them up there doing it. And shoot, hey, you as well up there, getting up there, saxophone, doing your thing.
I'm trying, bro.
Hey, getting it. One of these days, some of these Waco artists will quit playing, and we'll actually put some songs together, and we'll actually be performing some of those songs, and it'll be dope. I think it'll be really dope. A lot of people just got their own stuff going on, and it's
that's the hardest part, and that's funny because that was Consummate was talking about today. That's like part of I guess being part of the business and everything, just getting people together to link up to work on some shit. You even talked about it just a while ago. That in itself, it's a process and everything. We all grown, and I wouldn't say grown. Let me rephrase that. We all got jobs. We all got responsibilities and shit. And so it's really hard to do the things that you want to do, and you have to take care of the responsibilities first, like school and work.
Yep.
And school and work. And so maybe those things have to go down. Then there's other people who like have way more responsibilities than you. Some people got kids.
Yep.
Some people got wives.
Yep.
Some people got paid. They just have a lot more things they got to take care of.
Yep.
And to each their own. But that all just goes in to the whole. I don't know. It's one of those barriers or roadblocks when it comes to getting things done.
Yeah, I agree. They are all just lazy, inconsiderate, just not using the. No, I can't. Let me
I'm about to say, sir.
I ain't gonna wake up. I ain't gonna wake up tomorrow. I ain't gonna have some angry text messages. No, you're right. People got other stuff going on. It's just hard. It's hard when you're trying to figure out how to space your time, how to take care of all the other responsibilities you got going on, and then chase those other dreams that you may have when you gotta, like you said, worry about surviving and stuff like that. It's a rough. It's rough. Life is hard. Um,
Yeah.
Me, I think there's something to be said about having those responsibilities and still finding a way to chase those dreams because you have a family or a team behind you supporting you, and then two, once you make it, they're going to be able to not only remember when y'all didn't have it, but now y'all are there, so it's gonna be that much sweeter. And then two, um, people have made it with those circumstances before, so yeah, I feel like we have to look at those instances of hope or those instances where people have made it despite, and we just got to keep going forward. I mean, what else? What else you gonna do? We can always give up. Always, it's always an option. We can always give up. But like, then where are we gonna go? What be once you've given up, you're just gonna sit there and then
Yeah.
you know.
And that's the part. Some people, just knowing when or just knowing how to keep going on when you kind of don't want to. I know we've all been there before for sure. It's just like, damn, shit just gets, out of hand sometimes. You just get overwhelmed. You have school, you got class, you got family issues, you got relationship issues and everything like that. Hell, you may even have just life issues, car trouble, just people just ain't acting right in your life. And it's like, fuck. I'm still trying to grind, still trying to chase these dreams, still trying to go after these goals, but things just keep fucking up. Things just keep messing up. Something just keeps going wrong. And it's like, man, you then you begin to lose that motivation.
Yep.
But but like you said, seeing other people who've made it in spite of, I personally see that as like kind of like motivation, just to not quit because I know that in the end, it'll work out because you're putting in the work, you put in what you get out. So you put in the work, you can get the results that you want. And it may take some time though. I ain't gonna lie to you. It may take a minute. It may
Okay.
take a minute. You may just have to take, I wouldn't say pause, but you may have to start looking at other things while you're still working. You may have to start managing your time better to make sure you get everything in, make sure you get your responsibilities taken care of, and do the things that would make you happy to get your goals. Now, that shit's hard. Not impossible, but the shit's hard.
I'm gonna be the what they call it, the antagonist, the
Devil's advocate.
devil's advocate for
Hate
sure.
those people. I want to play devil's advocate real quick.
That's really just
This-
that's really.
this
I'm,
is just
I'm gonna
hypothetical.
disagree with you, just for the hell of it. That's
Yeah.
basically what I'm saying. I'm gonna disagree just for the hell of it. Um, I think. What about the people that are working really, really hard, that are putting forth their best effort, really grinding it, really doing their thing, but still don't really, get to where they're trying to get to. They don't receive the praise or the admiration. They don't reach their goals like they would want to. Maybe they don't even necessarily have like dreams like that, but for whatever reason, they're just not happy. I think there are people out there that still are doing all the right things, but that are happy. And I think not only does hard work play a big part in that, I think not only, um, like I said, doing the things that you need to be happy play a part into that, but I think your network plays a huge part into that as well in terms of being successful or not, um, or how successful you become. And here's why. I think you can.
Explain that.
I think you can. Let's say you got a job at like a high end company, a high end fashion company. I think if you are putting in the same amount of effort as, let's say, a mechanic, I think the person working at that high end fashion place, they both have, let's say they both have dreams of being a famous car salesman for whatever reason. You know what I mean? They both got higher dreams of just working for these people at these companies. But I think the person that works at the high end fashion place, depending on I think he'll get there faster. And here's why. I think he'll have richer connections that'll come through and that'll be able to help him, or at the very least he'll have the knowledge that will help him leverage. He'll be able to leverage that knowledge to get him in a better position faster than the mechanic. While the mechanic may see thousands of people with better cars that may be able to help him fund his dream and teach him about the thing faster, he just won't have that type of knowledge or be able to get out of the rat race long enough to do those things or meet the right people. You know what I'm saying? He won't know how to do all that. The extra stuff people talk about, the building relationships and fostering other other things past just friend.
I guess I'm not denying it. I feel like it
Podcast.
depends on I don't know more. But for your, but I do understand where you're coming from with your analogy and everything like that. It's just it just so happens that you're not in the right spot at that time.
Not even the
But
right spot at the right time. Doesn't know the right people.
oh yeah, okay,
Doesn't
that
have
makes sense.
those connections because both of them could end up doing the thing, and it'll just take the mechanic a lot longer because I think the guy at the high end fashion whatever he'll make those right connections faster, and then since he's gotten himself to that position, chances are he's went to school, so chances are he was able to talk his way into a better or prove his way into a better or work his way into that better position. And so I don't know. He may get there just I believe he may get there a lot faster and he'll be ultimately happier because of it.
Yeah, that could be true. I don't know. I guess with
Could
this
be.
specific example, I feel like the mechanic will have a better advantage since the dude work on cars.
You would
I
think.
assume
You
he
would
would
think.
know more about cars. But I guess, and to your point, like you said, the networking and everything like that, just those connections.
That's why it's an
Sometimes
interesting point.
it's not what you know. I hear the saying a lot. It's not what you know, it's who you know. That sort of thing. And that's also something that may not be the easiest thing to do. Is like to make connections like that.
Exactly.
Some people who aren't as outgoing, people, who loves people and stuff like that, who love to talk and everything. Those people who are more like introverted, they're gonna have an issue with it. Um, I feel like me personally, I am very much so an introvert. But it's funny because I think it's kind of ironic because I won most outgoing at my high school prom. I won that award for most outgoing. And the thing about it for
You
me,
winning
I feel like
awards.
I can be very outgoing. It's just that at the core, I like my alone time and everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But shoot, we've known each other for a minute. We've always been the type to really just do things silly, make people laugh, just have a good time around people
For sure.
and everything like that. And so, again, um, it just depends on who you are as a person. You're gonna have to make yourself, if you really want something, you're kind of gonna have to make yourself kind of break out of that shell and just begin networking and everything like that. And whatever field and whatever year is and whatever it is you're trying to do and get done, you just have to break out of that shell. Um, but yeah, how do you feel about networking, man? Like, what do you personally network, or like, yeah, do you personally network? What do you do to network? Yeah, give us examples, Mr. Producer.
So me, when I network, I usually go on Facebook. I usually go on Instagram, and my networking is usually going to different producer pages, different beat pages, and talking to those people in those chat rooms and seeing how they're feeling about my stuff. I let them know how I feel about their stuff. I see for chances for collaboration on some stuff. I see chances for being on their podcast, chances for them being on our podcast, stuff like that. Um, Biggest thing that I see for networking is dropping that touch point of communication, and then just consistently, not even like consistently like every day at 5 I'm going to message Todd. No, like consistently, like maybe once a week or something like that, or maybe once a month, like touch back, send a like, send a heart, send a follow, like see how they're doing, check up on them, like follow what they're doing, and just be a genuine fan that way. Like, I don't know. I spend at least a month or two, three, just kind of following them and seeing what they're doing, and then after like for me, 3 to 6 months, because usually like people don't drop super often, and then the stuff that they do drop, it's like I don't know, the first 2 or 3 or 4 things that I see people drop is usually not a really good representation of their actual sound or like who they are. Because usually, especially at I don't know, I don't want to say like our level, but like usually independents, they're just, I mean, we just put out stuff depending on how we feel that month or that week or just what we made. And so the projects and stuff like that aren't always usually super geared towards stuff. So it usually takes me like about 6 months to really figure out who's putting out some stuff and who's stuff that I really like and who I could really see myself working with, and who I actually want to reach out to. And then I reach out to them. And then I just talk to them and stuff like that. And actually, I'm glad you said that, because there's a couple of people in the ATX that are doing some really cool things. Shout out Joshua Bertetta. I hope I'm not butchering your name, but really cool musician over with the Living Room. They have, I believe, a weekly show or a bi-weekly show every Wednesday where they do live music, and they just have a jam session, and it's really cool music. Not even always super eclectic, but there's some nice musicians, and they really like to jam out. And then shout out Jeff Strahan. Jeff. Damn.
Talk about butcher.
Shut up.
God dang, you goddamn cut it up.
Oh, hey, these letters. Jeff Stray, and I'm reading sideways. Come on now. Jeff Strahan.
Straight.
Straight. It's hard to get a straight hand. All right, Jeff Strahan. He has a podcast. I haven't checked it out yet, and I haven't gotten his full information, but I hope to reach out to him more and talk about it soon. We've been texting a little bit about some of the stuff that he's been doing, and he makes beats, really, really good beats. And so, yeah, check him out. And then also Gerald the Pharaoh. Saxy G, he's doing some really great stuff in the Waco area, performing, doing videos, doing live performances, and engineering at the engineering school, I hear. Just lots of great things. I'm hearing him do some really phenomenal things in the live music arena with some of these local bands and musicians. I think I shouted out Khaki before, but yeah, Khaki and Friends.
So whenever I get the chance, check them out, see what they got going on, listen to their music, pull up to their performance. I know Sac CG be performing at the Classic Glass almost every Monday. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna say I'll be out there every Monday, but almost every Monday, because I got class at like 7:30. But yeah, I feel like you've been holding out on information though, Mr. Michael Weavelsa.
What's up?
As you know, we are in a very, I would say, important time of the year and everything like that. We got elections coming up. And if I'm not mistaken, you did some you were on a nationwide live, or a live that was basically, broadcasted kind of like over the country on Instagram. Can you tell? I don't know. Do you want to talk about that?
Oh yeah. I do stuff every now and then.
Yeah, explain some of that. I may have messed up some of the descriptions of that, but like explain what that was about.
Oh yeah. So as y'all know, voting is very important. Not only just for our country, you know what I'm saying, the continuing of our country on a national scale, but locally, and even at the state level, I think voting is very important. For us to keep in mind. I think in the previous years, at least 4 years ago, I'm just gonna say the Trump election, man. We saw how important voting. We saw how important. Cut the shit. We saw how important voting was. It's important, and a lot of people threw away their vote. A lot of people wrote in Harambe and a whole bunch of just goofy shit, man. I just saw a whole bunch of goofy shit, and I don't know. I wasn't disappointed because I wasn't as aware, and then I also didn't care as much because I wasn't as informed. And so for me, back then I was laughing with everybody else. I was just like, dang, this is crazy. Things gonna get better. And then the election results came out, and we saw all that foolishness, and I was like, wow, that's wild. And I remember even me and you were talking about just how surprising it was to see like how much of Texas voted for who and what, and just how much of our community, and just where everything laid. And then fast forward to the past couple of years, I've been doing a lot more research into our government and into just the history. And so Yeah, no, it's very important. And as I think about like my own childhood or whatever, my own growing up, I was expelled. A lot of people don't know that I was expelled, and so for me, like education and stuff, I came around. I had middle school, like until in middle school year, I was like, hey, knowledge, but like, nah, largely that that whole sixth grade, fifth grade year, probably, yeah, I wasn't caring about school or education, nothing like that. I was very much in a funk, depression or whatever. And so, yeah. I just think voting is very important. And so I got to give a chat with. I don't want to mess his name up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He may be listening. I feel like this dude be doing stuff.
he's doing a lot. He's doing a lot for the community.
He's doing a lot.
It's really awesome to see. I'm gonna get his name. Cyril Jefferson. He's a city councilman, and he's really doing a lot of positive things for not only even just Waco, but just the country. He had launched or had some help in spearheading a High Point community investment campaign, which was basically like $1 million campaign that provided just non-traditional businesses funding, different technical assistance, entrepreneurial mentorship, and just different coaching for businesses and support, and it was really cool. Shout out Malcolm Collins too. I've been seeing him lately. He's been doing a lot of, not even just lately. He's been working, but I saw him post something recently, a freestyle. I don't know if you saw that on Facebook too, but he was doing the dang on the freestyle. He was rapping. He was better than Charmin. He was just rapping. He was better than Santa. He was just rapping.
Okay.
When I say Saran wrap ain't got shit on him, he was just rapping, rapping. But yeah, I think that's enough with the plugs. And to end out the thing on the voting, CIS communities and schools.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you more about it as more stuff comes on, because it's not a whole bunch. It was semi-nationally, but it was more just the first
Y'all
installment.
had people from all over. Don't try to sell it short. Y'all had people from all over. You was from Texas, and you was the only one that was from Texas. You had people speaking in other states.
I'm bad at promoting myself. There were other people. All right, Marcy Johnson. Shout out
Liana, North Carolina.
Liana,
I believe. Cyril. You said Jefferson?
Yes, sir. Cyril Jefferson, city councilman,
Kansas?
High Point, North Carolina, I want to say.
Carolina.
And
There's
then
somebody from Kansas, too, if I'm not mistaken.
Liana Esquivel, CIS of Tacoma. Marcy Johnson, CIS of Mid-America. So that could be like, And then I myself represented the heart of Texas. I was representing y'all, largely.
Yeah.
So...
but no, that was really dope. I was able to watch it. You hear those different point of views and perspectives from all these, educated people and everything like that. Everybody on there knew what they were talking about. Everybody on there was doing something to help benefit their community. And I think one of the girls, I can't remember her name, but she was saying something that it starts with us and everything, the community, to make change happen. And I wholeheartedly agree to that, because I know me and you, Michael, we've had those types of talks before. It's just that I know how I feel. Like, we can make things happen. We know more. We have one highly educated. The access to information, it's out there. All you gotta do is a quick Google search away. I don't know. We're just a lot more knowledgeable about what we want and what we gotta do to get there and stuff like that. And so, if anything's gonna happen, like I said, I feel strong that our generation can make things happen. Get out there, go vote,
talking about
do some research. Micah said it best. He said it before in the other episodes. Do your own research.
Yeah,
do your own research. I personally did that before I went out to the polls, just because I wanted to make sure I knew who I was voting for and like what they stood for, and to see if that actually aligns with some of the things that I want in life and everything like that. That's the best way to do it. And presidential election that's it's big, of course. But these local elections, there's a lot of people who are running for offices in your city that you probably may not even know about. But there's people who are in your city that you may even know, that are trying to do something positive. And a lot of people that are talking about, well, I'm not going to vote. They're mainly thinking about presidential voting. Like, nah, if you don't want to vote for a president, you don't have to vote for a president. There's 3 options on the ballot, and you can write in a name. Exactly. You don't have to do any of that. You can just skip past the presidents if none of them align with what you want, none of them align with your views or whatever. You can skip past that and like vote for senators, representatives, local councilmen, stuff like that. Those are the people you need to research, because those people they affect that immediate change in your community and city. You change that, you change your community, you get that the way you want it, you can change your city. You change your city, change your county, other counties, mess around, change the state. You change one state, get a couple states to change, and then next thing you know, we're changing the country. We're changing the country, we can change the world.
And I think there is something to be said about, like, because talking to my grandmother, her feeling like us being the generation to really make the change. And I agree as well with you as well. Like, we are really going to be that, I think, that generation that really gets to see some of the things that her generation started fighting for. And it's wild to think about, like, 4, 5, I mean, really like 7 or 8 if you really want to be real. But, like, at least 4 living generations fighting for this equality, this justice, these same issues for well over hundreds of years. It's just wild. It's sad, for one. Unarmed black people being killed and murdered. We talk about black people, I mean, just mid-60s getting the right to vote. And not even in all the countries. That was we're just talking about America. And then we talk about for women in certain places, even, it took even more time for them. And then college until mid-60s as well. So just the information not really being available to us and not really having the same access and the same rights and the same equipment, just bare minimum. And then to fast forward to now, just me and you, just having the conversations that we have with equipment, with phones and knowledge that they never wanted us to have. They never really expected, or they never really thought that we would have. And so I think it's a blessing for sure. And I think it's really, really interesting to just kind of ponder every now and then. Just how lucky we are.
For sure. But there's more work to be done.
Yeah.
I don't know how this election's gonna go.
Yeah.
But
no, me neither.
Either way it goes, there's still work to be done.
So do your research.
And especially in the community.
Yes.
That's where that's kind of like, I'm glad we're kind of doing this podcast. We want to make a change within our community, first and foremost, because that's where our family's at. You know what I'm saying? That's where we got moms at. We got
that's where my
friends,
grandmother cooks up mashed potatoes.
All that.
We live
grandma
there.
and them, they're there.
Yeah.
They're in the community. They're right there with us.
That HEB, I know that HEB. That Dollar General, we knew that Dollar General before they closed it. That McDonald's, we knew on North 19th, we knew the old one before they renovated it. I get a whole sermon. We could preach right now about what Waco used to be before the Gaines. I'm talking before Magnolias. I'm talking Sam's Cajun. They don't know about Elm Street.
They sure don't. Cause they changing. They changing it. Hey, bro. Hey, we can go all day on what Waco used to be. Really could. We can go all day on that. But
it's wild. I hear people in the streets talking about like, oh, it's wild that they're like gentrifying the area and that they're building all these new houses and new businesses and this and that and all this stuff is coming to Waco. Like, why couldn't they do that back when black people were there? Back when black people were thriving there. Back when people were actually using those buildings and they weren't decrepit, they weren't moved out, they weren't abandoned.
Owning land. A lot of homeowners out there. A lot of homeowners out there. Ownership. And that's so important. But they were out there, they're owning it. People that look like you and me.
Yeah.
Out there.
Yeah.
And that's that's another big thing, bro. We can go all day. That's another good topic. I have to say that one for later. But just being in control and owning something, and then a lot of people out there, they're getting it taken away. From my understanding, people cutting them a check, cities cutting them a check, and then
undervaluing them as well.
Exactly. Cutting them a check ain't worth nothing. They getting their land, and the people that used to live there that had owned it previously, they gotta go find somewhere else with that little ass check or whatever.
Yep.
That undervalued check.
Yep. And then usually some people that don't look like you and me end up getting that property at a pretty good deal, and then somebody new owns it. And it just is what it is.
They build on it. They get the revenue. They create some business or whatever. They put something out there. They make the money, or they own the land and the property, and they rent it out and everything. And then it's just constantly changing.
But enough about politics. What's your favorite food?
Me, if we just going all the time, I'm gonna have to go with banana pudding.
I mean, like, your favorite food. Okay, what about on a Friday night? Like, after work, before you get home to your girl, like, what's like your food that you're bringing home? You've had a long day, you've had a long week really, and you trying to convince your girl to give you just a special night. What food are you getting before you head over there?
That's a really good question. If I were to go favorite food, I feel like
gotta please both of you.
I want to say something with chicken.
Something with chicken? You like talking breaded?
Chicken
or
tenders.
Okay.
Yeah, like chicken tenders or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I enjoy good. I enjoy a good burger.
Okay.
I enjoy good burgers, like Whataburger or something like that.
You ain't gonna cook nothing?
Actually, these burger places, I like these burger places.
You ain't gonna cook nothing though?
Oh, you talking about cooking?
I don't know. Shit, you tell me.
Shit. Nah.
Nah, you ain't gonna cook.
I mean, I wouldn't. If I were to get a cooked meal. Oh shit, meatloaf. Fuck. My mom be hitting on that. That should be hitting.
Meatloaf. You gonna get your mom to make a meatloaf? You gonna hit your mom up for the meatloaf before you head over there?
See, that's where you got me messed up.
Wait, what you said?
If
meatloaf?
I was gonna go get a good plate of food from somewhere,
you go to your mom's house?
I'm gonna go somewhere where they cook. If that's the option.
So you talking? Wait. So you talking? So you gonna go after a long day where you gonna go over to your mom's house, pick up a plate, and then
you said no.
Or are you gonna cook the meatloaf? Are you gonna cook the meatloaf at her house?
What's my favorite food?
Right. Okay, but now I changed that. I changed it from that to what food.
Man, how you gonna change mid-question?
Because I can do that. What food are you gonna pick up to go to your girl's house to convince her to give you what you're looking for?
First and foremost, I wouldn't have to do that. I wouldn't need
food.
I wouldn't do
food gets it. Don't tell me food don't get you what you're looking for. I know plenty of girls, plenty of women, and they've all told me.
You asked my favorite food, and you talking about my girl's favorite food.
Well, now I'm moving.
What that got to do with me?
I'm moving the question now. Moving the question away from you. I don't care about you. I'm asking, what food would you go pick up to convince your girl to give you what you want?
I guess I would Mexican food.
Mexican food. Okay. You talking some sensual quesadillas or like some
just food, bro. What you own, bro? What you trying to get at? What you want? What would you do?
I'm just having.
What you trying to get at?
Just having a conversation.
What would you bring?
Just having a conversation. Just talking about what food. See, okay. Ask me.
All right. All right, so check this out. After a long day of work, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you just get off. What food would you bring home
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
to your girl or to your significant other?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
To
Wait,
get
why
what
do you?
you want.
Whatever. Okay. Okay. So for me, first off, all right, I'm picking up the sushi. Right. Picking up the sushi from HEB. Talking $7.99. I'm the one from what's it called? The California roll. That's what it is. Yeah, I'm getting the California roll. Right. So I'm starting off as
Okay.
appetizer, and then I'm going over to either Pizza Hut or Little Caesars, whichever's open. And I'm gonna pick up a $5 pizza. Or I'm gonna pick up a $10 pizza, whichever one is open and which is closest at the time. All right, all right, all right. That's gonna be all right. Look, we can get the $5 bigger, more better. We can get the we can get the cheesy crust. We can get a drink. We can get some wings on the side. Who don't like wings? Wings. And then to finish it off for a dessert, I might even get it while I'm at HEB. We can get like a cheesecake, or we can get like some churros or something. And
All right.
and hey, that's I think
I'm, I'm,
I think I'm gonna give me a pretty good night. I think it's a pretty good night.
I'm gonna stop you right there. See, America. This is why America be leading and damn these health risks.
I ain't worried about
This is diabetes and high blood pressure. You ain't named not one
diabetes and
healthy
hot.
food. Maybe sushi. Shit, maybe. But then after sushi, nigga, you gonna get a pizza? A
Okay,
box?
okay.
A full box of pizza?
Women like pizza. Women like sushi. Women like cheesecake. I don't see what the problem. If she don't like them three combinations, she ain't for me. All right, I've realized that. All right, I done learned that. That's the basics right there. They taught me that in grade school. They said, look, 1+1 is 2. This is how you braid. This is how you read. And if she don't like sushi, pizza, and cheesecake, she for the streets. So I said, okay, Miss, okay, Miss Walslavin. That was my teacher's name in elementary school. So I said, okay, Miss Walslavin, and I went out in the world and I adhere by those rules because rules, are meant to be followed, and I follow rules like gravity and jaywalking. I follow the rules. But that was just to have a conversation, just a little something. I was just wondering what you would bring, unless you got something better. What questions you got?
Okay.
Since
Oh,
mine
if I
is,
were to bring something,
or a whole different question. If you just got a better question, if that's just not the question that we should be talking about on this on this podcast, because we only talk about serious, entertaining things that are also funny.
all right. So, look, listen. All right. There was a funny thought I had. I ain't even gonna lie. Where is it at? All right. So,
Podcast.
riddle me this. Riddle me this. It's not really a riddle. It's more or less, it's more or less something to think about. But you hear me?
Yes.
What do you think?
You said riddle me this.
Yeah. And I said things after that. You didn't hear it?
No, I didn't. Repeat that.
All right. So check it out. I already don't have a question. I'm just shooting shit. I'm just talking shit. But I don't know. If you were to make a song, never mind. You probably already did this before. All I want to say, who would you dedicate a song to?
Oh, that's a good one.
And actually, I feel like because you've already did it. But I guess if you were to write a song about somebody, and we'll leave it at that. Who would you dedicate a song to?
If I were to write a song, I would dedicate it to. I gotta get specific, or can it just be like general, like a teacher, or a doctor, or someone in my family, or just like specific?
In general, I mean, you don't got a name drop nobody.
I would dedicate it to.
You a what?
I would dedicate it to a fan. If I were to write a song, I'd dedicate it to someone who I think has really been supporting me a lot over the past few years, and who holds a very special place in my heart. And I would dedicate it to that person. Yeah, that's who I would dedicate a song to. Or my mom. Mama's boy for life.
To me, I don't know if I were to dedicate it. I feel you on that the same way. I feel like it'll be like somebody. It'll be close, like close family, relationship, maybe girlfriend. You know,
See, mom. See, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about dedicating a whole song to a girl and a relationship? How do you feel about that? Because I've wanted to do that, and not that I'm opposed. It's just if y'all don't work out, do you then just keep singing that song?
The way it's funny because I was thinking about that. The way that I see it,
or not even because I feel like that's I feel like that might be a little hard for you to talk about, but maybe not if y'all don't work out, but if like you put names in the song, are you like?
Oh no, I wouldn't do names. What if you dedicate a song to somebody and they don't like the song?
You know what I mean?
That shit.
Oh,
I feel like that shit. I can't imagine.
Tammy.
Actually, I probably can. Like, you make a song, you put your heart and soul into it, and they just say like, "No, this song is ass, bro." It'd be to your mama. Mom, I made you a song. You talk about how much you love her and appreciate her.
Rhonda, I'm so fond of you. Like you try.
And like she like, what the hell is this?
It's the worst song I have ever heard.
You just be there heartbroken.
My mom probably be like, my boy can't sing. This is awful. What is this? Why? You should have got me to sing on this. I should have been the one to sing.
Hey man, hey, you know what? Hey, send me the backing track.
Yeah,
let me show you something.
You should have sent me the stems. Should have sent me the stems.
I don't know what this shit, but this was ass. you need to do better.
Oh, I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, Mom. Come on now. I tried.
Nah, for real. Then, hey, if that would have happened, I'd make a diss track so fast.
Yeah, hey. Be the first person. All these rappers out here.
Diss track, and it's funny because the diss track is gonna get a Grammy.
Yeah, all these rappers out here loving their mom. You would be the first one to get a Grammy off diss tracking your mom. You'd be the first one.
For real though, man. I totally could see that.
Oh man, I don't know. That's funny though. I don't know. I couldn't see myself making a diss track about my mom. I see me writing a song about it, but my problem with writing songs about like deep stuff like that, like I don't know. I feel a pressure to have to like talk about it in a certain way, and like it's just too serious. You know what I mean? Like when I think about mom songs, I think about like Tupac's "Dear Mama." You know what I mean? When I think of like dedication mom songs, I'm like, if I were to come up with something, it'd be like a Lil Dicky version of something. You know, it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't come across the same. And so I just feel like my mom would definitely not. She wouldn't fuck with it. She wouldn't. She'd be like, "Oh, this is smash." Okay, I see.
Oh shit, I can imagine, man. I can imagine.
I see why the money ain't been rolling in. This is the problem. Yeah, this is why you've been making beats for so long. I see why you've been just making beats for so long.
You can't sing. You can't rap.
Like, wow.
The beats is off.
There's marketing involved. I'm learning the marketing. I'm blaming marketing heavy. I'm putting it all on marketing. I'm like, Mom, they hear the music, I promise. It's just there's the algorithm and then the way the Instagram tracks it. I gotta make Oh, people will support. People will support. And I love that. Shoot. It is running. And I think that was a pretty good pod. Shoots. Just in case. Pod number 2 in the books. And no, it's 2.
Is it really?
Yes, it's really. Like I said, all the other ones we looked through and wasn't none of the entrances or the names on any of those shits. So, and using it.
Okay.
So I gotta now edit this down. Now, and send this back to you tomorrow.
Okay, bet.
So,
I was gonna ask.
Yes, posting and how was all that gonna get done?
Yeah, because I know you sent me like the what's it called? No, I uploaded that one.
The first one.
Didn't you send me something else?
I sent you the picture.
Oh, that's it. Oh, okay, that was it. It was just a picture.
Yeah, it was just a picture.
I was like, "There's no file. There's no audio."
Yeah.
I assumed I was waiting on the. I guess I was waiting on the audio file. But,
yeah. I was just like, this gotta be what it is for this one, and then we'll do a lot better in the future. I hope the audio for this one was a lot clearer. I think it'll be.
Oh, I listened to your what's it called? That intro you made for the other podcast.
Oh yeah.
I may check out their second episode because they're interviewing Scuba Belly. I listened to it. It wasn't. I mean, it's about art, but I don't know. They're interviewing Scuba Belly. I don't know if you know who he is or not.
Yes.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So he's a pretty cool dude.
Talented.
I
Highly talented.
What's up?
I say crazy, highly talented.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. He's working on something for a food truck right now, I think. But nah, see, that's why I have like this appreciation for art because like that shit's really fascinating. Yeah. But I'm gonna check it out because like I said, dude is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. I want to see what they're gonna be talking about on there.
Same. No, I was really excited to do that theme and yeah, I'm really excited to watch their pod and to continue watching. I know Zach, he's really talented. Especially in his art skills and this podcast is, I'm sure, just another extension of that. And his co-host, Chelsea, I'm not too familiar with her, but she seems pretty charismatic, and I think it's going to be a pretty cool pairing, and I feel like the show is going to do really well. I urge everybody to go support that. Did they put, like, when they were dropping, like...
I can't remember. I think they were, like, going to do it. I think the last time I listened to it, I had listened to it, this past weekend, actually. I remember you sending me something about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know when they're dropping. But
we'll get more information back to you. But shoots.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's really cool, man. That's cool that you got that.
No, yeah, I was crazy.
People they gonna have to listen to you now.
Oh, man, let's figure next. Gotta force our way in at this point. You know what I mean? Gotta just.
Not your mama's podcast.
Yeah, just gotta.
Not your mama's art show. No,
people gonna get tired of if people are not just going to just listen to me just because and just be my friend. They're gonna have to listen to my work all over the airwaves everywhere from now on.
Yep.
That's a trade-off. That's a trade-off. Sorry, a girl ruined my life, and now I have to succeed out of spite.
Okay.
All right. Thank y'all for listening. Once again, those 15 that listened to the last and anyone that's listening between now and then, thank you so much. We really do this. I know we're just kind of shooting the shit, but to talk about y'all, to not even just inform y'all, but to talk about what we know, and then for y'all to really inform us, and then us to talk about it and share even more. We are but two humble brothers, just more or less shooting the shit about different topics and things that we know in our own comedic fashion. So thank you for tuning in, and thank you for following and commenting. Just whatever you do, continue to do so, and don't let up. You got something, girl?
I honestly didn't know we were still recording, but we are. Appreciate y'all if y'all made it this far. If y'all made it this far, appreciate y'all for listening. Keep on listening. Give us topics to talk about. I mean, interact with us. It's kind of like how we are. I know I said I was introverted, but like, I just have those moods where I just have to want to be by myself, and that's okay because like you won't know when I have those moods because when I'm around people, I'm around people. But appreciate y'all for listening. Again, let us know what to talk about. If we see you out in person in real life, give us something to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Say what's up if you see us in person. Say hey, mention the pod, mention something, I'll write it down.
Yeah, I had a few people mention it, a couple people talking about it, so that's cool. So y'all keep it up, man.
Shout out to, I know it's the end of the pod, shout out to the hardworking single mothers out there. I know y'all are really struggling, especially during this time with COVID and everything, having to be both the profession people, breadwinners, home take care carers, and teachers right now. Keep your head up, keep rolling strong. Hopefully things get easier. Take it one day at a time. Don't overwork yourself. And also, shout out to the teachers. I know going back to work and being in person can be really rough, really stressful.
We know what it's like. We
Yeah,
may not be teachers, but we know how it is when it comes to working with kids
yeah.
and like having expectations to meet and everything.
Yeah.
So do commend y'all.
Thank y'all for doing what you do. Frontline workers, hospital people, people in the service. You know, even officers. You know what I'm saying? We do recognize not all officers are murderers and all that stuff. So even shout out to the officers and
only the good ones.
Yes. Shout out.
I'm gonna let that be known. Only the good ones that actually serve and protect the community and all people of that community.
Facts. That actually care and that know the people in that community that are working for those people in that community. Fucking facts. Y'all have a great rest of y'all's day, afternoon, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, whenever y'all hear this, and be blessed.